Hello, this is Manish. I'm just talking about heating. So, what have I got in the way of heating? Well, we have an air source heat pump with my clothes on it. That's nothing to do with anything. So, back inside, this huge water tank is effectively a heat battery full of water. So the idea is that you have the heat pump on in off-peak electricity and it stores the heat energy in this tank. Then we have various pumps. One pump circulates to the air source heat pump, and then there's another pump which goes to the underfloor heating. So currently the hot water is on, which I can switch off, and I hear a click. Now I switch it back on again. Now the air source heat pump switches back on. That's all obviously timer controlled. The heating is on a separate thermostat. At the moment I got it down at low, because it's actually quite warm at the moment, but just for demonstration purposes, if we put that up to let's have it nice and toasty at 24, the underfloor heating should kick in. Okay, so I've now just put on the underfloor heating and you can see that the floor is cold and my foot is warm. So the air source heat pump is on, so that's saying 55, 56, and if I look at the floor you can see two red hot pipes coming underneath the floor, which end up in that monstrosity. So I'll put the heating on just for testing. So I've only just done that. So we got the washing machine, which is also on, so that's nice and hot. And the floor in the kitchen at the moment is quite blue. Okay, so I'll just have a quick coffee while waiting for the floor to heat up. So there's my hot cup of coffee, and you can just see a slightly paler stripe on the floor, which is not there in reality, as it's temperature only. So let's see what happens after I've drunk my coffee. Okay, so things are warming up slowly. It's only been, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. I haven't even touched my coffee yet. But the floor should be getting hot, and it's not coming directly from the air source heat pump. Even if that was switched off right now, it just takes it from the stored energy in the cylinder. So, hot cup of coffee, and if you look, there's my footprint on the floor. That's the real foot, that's the non-real foot. Oops. Right, but it's still only just warming up. Okay, not made much progress on the coffee, but if you look over here, we have our washing machine, which is on, which is hot, and on the floor there's all sorts of zigzaggy pipes, but so this is the start of the hot water heating the floor loop. Of course, we still have work in the progress in the bathroom, so this is part of the heating loop on the floor, which doesn't actually, it's just wrapped around the toilet actually, but that will eventually heat the bathroom floor. And I see, and there's heating from the bedroom floor, nicely getting warm. Yeah. Now, what about the bath heating? Okay, so we now have a shower, which is coming off that same cylinder, which we can see is hot. So that's going into here, and oh, the water on the floor is hot. And it's flowing. Oh. Down here to the drain. So gradually the floor is getting hotter. And here, this is actually playground tiles, which are non-waterproof. So that is how the underfloor heating in the way of the bath is going to work. Right. Okay, right. Didn't want to do that. Okay, back to the coffee. Thanks for watching.